So has this ever happened to you? Don't miss this mindset breakthrough. So recently, I've been going through this transformation. And this transformation is very strange, very weird. And it's not something that I normally talk about. But I've been encouraged, I've been prompted and pulled and pushed to start opening up and not be so guarded and secretive with the struggles, the hurdles, the different things that are going on in my life that are affecting my focus, affecting the things that I do. So recently, I started to realize that, when we're building success, when we're achieving our personal impossibles, when we're doing things that other people are finding amazing, sometimes people think that it's just so easy. Oh, that person, it magically works out for them, or they're very lucky. And the truth really is, it's not. It's hard. It's hard, and sometimes you don't really know, even though you believe in yourself and you believe that you can do it, you don't really know if you can do it, especially if it's something that you haven't done before, something new, something that you're challenging yourself with. Those challenges come with hurdles, and they come with struggles that you're not sure about. You're not sure if this is the right way to navigate it, and sometimes you feel lost, but it's also lonely. It can be very lonely because other people don't understand what you're trying to do. Maybe they don't believe in what you're trying to do, or they're too busy doing their own thing to worry about what you're doing. And they might see you, this is the situation I find myself in all the time, they might see you as being so successful that you have it all under control. You always have it under control. There's never any doubt. Like, you just know what you're doing. You do the action steps and it just falls into place. But we're vulnerable people too. And when things happen around us, sometimes we can get distracted. And this is what happened to me. I have this big vision, this big focus, right? It's the thing I talk about in workshops, creating the GPS for your success. So I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I want to do. But then an outside factor came into recently. And I realized that I'm not always focused on what I'm trying to do, because this outside factor was a distraction for me. And I started to think about all the things that could happen, the possibilities that could happen that are negative, and I was focusing on really the negative stuff instead of being focused on the positive thing, which I'm always teaching and talking about, is just focus on what you want to have happen. Don't worry about the other stuff. But I found myself being human, being a regular, real person, putting my pants on one leg at a time like everybody else, that sometimes that worry, that distraction, it can be so strong that you get sucked into the wrong side of how to see things. And that's what was happening to me. And I didn't realize that at first, until I started to feel like, you know what, this doesn't feel right. I'm a person that likes to look at my intuition and my feelings. And I felt like this doesn't feel right. And then I started looking at, does it make sense? Does it make sense for me to think that can happen, this scenario that I don't want to have happen, if I'm really in control of what I want to have happen? So right away, my mindset breakthrough right away was, stop worrying about the things that you can't control. Only focus on the things you can control, because those things you don't have to worry about. And if you do that, you really have nothing to worry about. And when I got back into alignment with focusing on what I want to have happen and just focusing on building that reality for myself, this other thing started to go away. And that worry, it dissipated. The worry just magically vanished, because I was no longer looking and entertaining that option. So that option was no longer a reality for me. So just by changing your focus, just by staying focused on what you want to have happen, you're more than likely going to start experiencing that. You're going to start to see the steps to be able to make that happen. Where we go wrong, where I go wrong, and where I'm trying to teach people to avoid this, because It's a mindset shift. It's a mindset breakthrough if you can switch your mind to only focusing on the things that you want to have happen, and then looking at what are the ways that I can make this happen. What steps do I have to do? By doing that, you let go of that distraction because it's no longer on your mind. Now you're only focusing on the direction that you want to go in. And so what was happening, and the other part that I wanted to talk about was this big breakthrough, was I started realizing I got to start sharing this stuff. Some people call it vulnerability, but I just call it, you got to be transparent and let people know that the struggle is real, the struggle is normal, and it's part of the process of developing your goals and dreams and turning your goals and dreams into a tangible reality. It's just part of the process of being able to manifest the thing that you want to manifest. The struggle is there because you're learning a new skill, or you're learning something, and by pretending, on the outside, the public side, by pretending that you don't go through that, instead of helping people they're kind of putting you on a pedestal, and they're believing they can't do what you're doing, even though you're telling them, right? I'm telling people you can achieve your personal impossibles. They're like, but I can't do that because look how easy it is for you. Look how lucky you are. Look, you're able to do this stuff because you're good at speaking, or you're good at marketing, or whatever it is that they think. And it's because I don't let them in. I haven't been letting people in on, no, it's not easy for me. What I have to do is I have to focus on how can I make that happen? What are the sacrifices that I have to do to be able to make that happen? What things do I have to give up? What things do I have to let go in my life to be able to make room for this new thing? And that's where I'm at right now, is this transformation that I'm going through, is understanding, this transformation, it's a spiritual transformation, it's a mental transformation, and it's an emotional transformation, where I'm starting to realize that I can no longer be the person I was, and even the person I am now is not going to be the person for where I'm going. For me to really manifest this big goal that I have, and I will share that big goal with you at a later date, but this big goal that I have to become this new person. And so I'm going to share with you, as I'm going through this, what these little hurdles, these struggles, these challenges that I have are, and how I'm navigating. And what my hope is, by sharing this stuff, and I'm going to share some of the mindset breakthroughs that I'm using to be able to get over some of these hurdles and these, a lot of them are emotional and mental blocks. What I'm hoping is, by sharing that, I'm going to help you to be able to achieve these things as well. And then if you want to go deeper in that, I do have workshops that you can sign up for. I have a free download that you can sign up for on my website. I'll put that in the description as well. But my goal is to be able to help you really achieve your personal impossibles, to achieve your goals and dreams, to make them a tangible reality for you, by learning the steps and kind of walking through this journey as I'm transitioning, or transforming, not really transitioning, as I'm transforming from who I was to who I am right now, which is not who I was, and to where I'm going. As I walk through that process, I'm going to walk through that process with you. I'm going to bring you along so you can see it's doable. You can do it. I put my pants on one leg at a time, like everybody else. I have to sleep when I'm tired, like everybody else. I have to eat when I'm hungry, like everybody else. So I'm no different from anybody else. I just might have developed more skills. I might have deeper insight into this stuff just because I've been doing it for a long time. And so when it looks like things are easy and I get lucky, a lot of luck is just being prepared for the opportunity. And when you're prepared and that opportunity comes and you can jump on that, that's where you create your luck. It's not because you're just internally lucky, naturally lucky. It's because you get prepared and then you're ready to take action when that opportunity pops up. A lot of times we jump into opportunities unprepared and we wonder why we struggle so much, because we're not prepared. So those are some of the things that I'm going to walk you through as I come up on them, as they're happening in real time. That's the other beautiful thing. It's going to be in real time. So I don't know what the next video is going to be. It depends on the next part of this journey. But I'm going to share with you this journey. So subscribe to this channel. Start watching, because I'm going to take you through this so you can understand that anybody can achieve their personal impossibles. There is a process to it. There's a way to do it. And there's going to be struggles and hurdles that you're going to run into. Like I said, a lot of them are going to be mental and emotional. Those are the key ones. They're the hardest ones to be able to deal with. They're the hardest ones to navigate. But I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you by sharing what I'm doing, sharing what I'm going through, so you're going to be able to achieve your personal impossibles too. So subscribe to this channel. Join me on this journey. This is very new for me. It's not something that I'm super comfortable doing, but I've been prompted, I've been pushed, I've been pulled, and I'll talk about where that's coming from in another video. But I've been prompted, pushed, and pulled to do this. This is the next step in this transformation of me going from where I was to where I am now to where I want to be. So join me on this journey. It's going to be fun, insightful, and it's going to be real. It's going to be real and it's going to be raw. So join me on this journey. I look forward to sharing all this stuff with you. Until next time, you heard?